And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. Here come old back top, he come grooving slowly. He got juju, eyeball, he one holy roller. He got hair down to his knee. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. Come together right now. Come together right now. Come together right now over me.
Welcome, USC Trojan fans, to another game and another decade of USC hockey. Today, as we get ready for this next decade, I'd like to personally thank all those who have made USC hockey what it was this last decade. This past year of 2019 to 2020 has had more lows than highs, and tonight those woes continue as the USC Trojans are only sitting 6 people on their bench tonight. And that is due to a lot of injury. And I wish everybody on the roster well and wish them a speedy recovery. As we get ready for the national anthem to continue. So, as I was saying, this last year of 2019 to 2020 has had more lows than highs in this tough year of 2019, it was important for the Trojan family, such as yourselves, to move forward with our men on the ice and to show that we haven't given up on them. It's important that we as a Trojan family fight on for the guys in the locker room. As I come into my second full year with the USC Trojans, I would like to thank everybody from the USC staff, including Jerry Toy, and previous coaches Tyler Maxwell and Mark Wilbur for their dedication and devotion to USC hockey. I'd like to thank Stacy Toy, Captain Andrew Phillips, goalie Cameron Pod, and GM Jeff Drala, as well as PA announcer Trevor Bloom. Tonight, the Trojans take on Arizona State University, which should be an interesting one, seeing how USC is riding with 6 guys on the bench, 7 including the goalie. 5 of them are on the ice. Right now, puck drop, and we are underway here at the rinks in Anaheim. Playing tonight is Andrew Phillips, Michael Polsky, Brownwell, Freeland, I believe I can't really tell who's on the bench right now. He hasn't shown his numbers. Right out in front, and a good save by Cameron Pod, who is starting here tonight. They'll sauce it over to Phillips. Phillips leaves it down for Polsky. Polsky's skating with it. He'll try to leave it for Freeland, but that doesn't help. As Phillips turns it over there in the corner. At the left circle now. Turning it over, here comes Phillips. 3-on-2 for the Trojans, early chance. Phillips will dump it in. Polsky will chase. Polsky trying to leave it out in front and turned over. And now here we go with Arizona State University. Or the Sun Devils, rather. Playing it down. A little weak shot there at the side of the net is easily saved by Pod, and Polsky will play it. Phillips turning it over. Here comes Arizona at the slot, taken away. USC turns it over. Holding in the zone is Arizona. A shot just goes off the shoulder of Pod, and a rebound goes right into the center. Left circle. Holding it there. Right out in front, taken away, and Phillips will play it. He'll try to play it down. Polsky turning it over. Arizona holds it in. Left corner, right out in front. Nothing doing. Left circle now. He'll try to hold it. Giving it out into the corner. Down low shot. High above the shoulder of Pod, but was behind the post, so it didn't go in. Phillips playing with it in his own zone. Freeland. Bronwell tipped it, but Arizona gets it back, and Phillips trying to be a nuisance and get the puck, but that doesn't work. You can already tell USC is gassed as they only have one line to work with tonight. A shot tipped on. Rebound right out in front, and nothing doing for Arizona. Arizona is very much controlling the tempo. A haymaker shot off the ankle of Bronwell, and you really hope he isn't hurt. Making sure his lumbar's okay, though. That's another person you wouldn't want injured is your stick. They'll hold it in. Right down. Right out in front. They score. Arizona State gets it started. And you can really tell the fatigue factor played in early in this period, as USC was gassed. And I think if you're Coach Toy, you really want to make sure that you tell your guys to slow it down, regain some stamina inside of your own zone. With 17-11 still left to go in this period, it'll be a long slug for everybody that's still on the ice. And I don't think most of these guys even got to the bench yet. USC turns it over, and here comes Phillips. Phillips right down and deep. Turning it over. Now here comes Arizona. Arizona past the neutral zone. Playing with it behind of Pod. He'll give it out behind the goal. Right out to the side, to the point. High slot. He'll move it in the left circle. Right across, no one there to receive the pass. Right into the left corner now. Leave it up right circle. Shot just goes high and wide. Rebound right behind a pod. USC looks to recover that. They don't. They'll play it down. Left circle. Still holding on. Arizona going off for a line change. If you're the Trojans, you want to ice this. Every chance you get, you want to ice. Get some rest, because believe it or not, icing is the only way you can rest in this situation. They'll get it out of the zone, and you see a lot of guys just catching their breath. Playing it down, Polsky right out in front, almost looks out for Phillips, but that's intercepted. Arizona shot save, rebound right out in front, and nothing doing. USC looks to get it out, they do. Into the neutral zone goes the Sun Devils. Out into the corner. Arizona still with it. Right behind of Pod. Left circle. Out to the high slot. Shot just goes off the blocker of Pod, who is definitely going to be getting a good workout tonight. Going across again. Shot just goes wide. Right out in front again. Save, rebound, scores. Make it 2-0 Arizona. And USC can't really seem to get anything started. And I don't blame them. A lot of guys injured, and, you know, that's just the game sometimes. If you have a shortened roster, this is the effect of it. This is why a lot of teams have B squads and D squads. But USC isn't really that fortunate, so they're gonna deal with what's given to them as a shot comes on and a blocker saved by Pod, and they'll try to get it down, but nothing doing. And now here comes Phillips, 2-on-1. Here we go with the Trojans. Offsides. Couldn't get anything started with that. So almost worked with it, but believe it or not, if that was a penalty, that would actually have been a good thing for the Trojans. You get two players resting up. Apologies for the no clock. It is 14:09 left to go. The software for the clock was kind of on the fritz, so I'll just be going radio style here on in. Arizona. Polsky has it now as Arizona turns it over. Shoving it off to Phillips, who shoves it off to Busby. Augustus Busby playing it down. And now here comes Phillips on the offense, trying to skate down the puck. He tries to put it into the center of the ice, but that's blocked. Arizona State back the other way. Turning it over. Phillips will dump it all the way down. No icing. 13:20 left to go here in the first period as they turn it over, and USC couldn't really do anything with that. Playing it to the back end. Arizona still with it. Skating it down. They'll play it. Pass right out in front, saved by Pod, and the puck is still underneath his pads, so no goal. 12:51 left to go here in this first period. So far for the Trojans, it seems that you can't really get anything started, but with what they're given, 6 guys on the ice, this is actually pretty good. Like, I expected this to be kind of a slaughter right now, but they're holding their own. Right now, as he hits the post and goes wide, the only thing you can do is play defense at this point. You can't really go on the offense or else you're going to burn yourself back the other way and cause an odd man rush. But as you see, Trojans have been trying to play more of a survival type hockey. The way I can describe this best is the way that the Los Angeles Kings are playing now. No, they're not really playing survival type hockey, but they did at one point in 2011 as he turns it over right out in front, trying to look for a play there, but Augustus Busby gets it. Can't get it out, though. Shot scores right on, but the net was off its moorings, so therefore no goal. As Trevor Bloom has a bit of fun with it. So, as USC, as USC's playing, it seems almost that like it's survival type hockey. So honestly, you can't really expect them to have these grade A chances, because if you do, you're just going to burn yourself out trying to go back and forth. You can try to hold it in Arizona's offensive zone, but their offensive might, a lot of people have seen the full wrath of the Arizona Sun Devils this season, including UCLA. He beat UCLA 7-2 last time they were out. As a shot gets tipped on to the side. Busby trying to play it down and deep. And as I was talking about the Los Angeles Kings, I would like to see the early 2010s, late 2000s. They really played a type of hockey like this as they go right out in front, try to look for a goal, saved by Pod. Still loose, it goes right behind him, and they both kind of lost sight of the puck. And that goes offsides. It kind of escaped the line there. So with the USC Trojans and the LA Kings of the late 2000s, early 2010s, they played more of a survival type hockey where they lived in their zone. Try to get it out and work out some odd man rushes. And I think that's what the USC Trojans are doing here. They had a great opportunity early, if you remember, that Andrew Phillips had a 2-on-1. It's just at that point again, you're kind of in automatic mode. You're definitely an autopilot. So when it comes to that offsides, it was not that he wasn't paying attention, is that he didn't really have enough energy to just stop on a whim and keep going. It takes a lot of energy to skate like that as they're cycling the puck around the corner, and a good shot just goes off the end boards back into the stick of the left circle. He'll pass it out to the left circle, up to the high slot, down to the right circle. So Sun Devils are really cycling it around, really making these USC Trojans move. And that is the right move to do if you're the Sun Devils. You want to make this group move as a shot goes high and hits the mask of Pod, but it falls into his pad, so therefore they're going to call this dead play. So if you're the Sun Devils, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to cycle around the puck. You want to make the USC Trojans tired. The fact that they have only one guy to change means the most tired guy on the ice right now is the guy that's going to go off. And the rest of the guys who are still dead tired have to stay on. As a shot tipped on and a good save by Pod. And this is exactly what you want to force the Sun Devils to do. Quick shots and frequent stops. You want the Trojans to kind of lollygag, as you see right now, having a little chat with Cameron Pod. So as they win the draw again, we'll see if they force him to get another quick shot. Cycling it around. Up to the high slot. Tipped on and goes wide. Clearing is also going to be your best friend here. You really need to make sure that you get the puck out of your zone. You cannot have the puck be in the zone like this. So forcing the turnover, because it's not a power play. You can play man-on-man theoretically, but again, that takes a lot of energy as you see a guy coming backdoor here as number 5 is trying to skate across. Playing it down, and USC will get it, try to clear, holds it in. Polsky will hold it in his own zone, trying to go across. Now you'll see the USC Trojans try to go on the forecheck. Passing right in front, he had nobody, And now here come the Arizona State University Sun Devils. And that's turned over. And now here come the captain. Right back to Brownwell. Brownwell holding, passing, and can't really do anything with that. But here come the Sun Devils. They turn it over again. That's a fortunate play for the Trojans. Had he turned that over, it would have been a wide open breakaway for the Sun Devils. Playing it down. Now playing it across. Phillips trying to pressure. Playing it down right out in front. Shot saved by Pod. A good save by Pod and a much needed stop with 8:33 left to go here in the period. So with the remainder of this 8 minutes, you need to make sure that you keep possession of the puck. That's the biggest thing with the Trojans, is you need to make sure that you're going across. I believe the camera is out right now, so we'll try to get that up as a shot goes high and wide right in front, but that kind of tricked everybody as puck went up to the goal mount and Cameron Pod kind of misplayed it. There's a picture. So USC with 8:10 left to go here in this first as they turn it over right out in front. Right circle shot off the end boards. Busby couldn't find anybody. Both guys were behind the net. Here comes a 3-on-2 for the Sun Devils. He'll try to shoot it. Saved off the end board. So it kind of played a trick on Pod, trickling out into the front of the net. Polsky getting berated by sticks. So they'll turn it over. Sun Devils with it in their own zone. And a little lackadaisical pass will be turned over. And Polsky will try to get it, but it'll go off the boards and into the Sun Devils' territory in friendly hands. He'll try to go up and salvage the play, but USC will turn it over. Phillips trying to go down, and that is intercepted by the Sun Devils. USC couldn't hold it in, but they'll try their darnest to keep it. And they do for a moment, but Sun Devils get it back. 7 minutes left. Busby holding it off. Intercepted. And now the Sun Devils in the Trojan zone. High slot, skating out to the right circle, a shot off of three bodies and wide. And here comes a 3-on-3 for the Trojans as they almost turn it over. Now here comes Phillips. Phillips solo mission, still has the puck. Throws it on net and a good save by the shoulder. I believe that is George Joshua of the Sun Devils who made that save. Phillips trying to get out in front, but that is taken away. Here comes Chase. Chase will pass it off to Dawson. Dawson right back. Here comes a shot saved by Pod and a rebound out in front. Sun Devils still with it. Zachary, he'll try to give it out in front. Michael Perez. He'll give it across. LeChaplin leaves it off, and now high up for Perez. Perez will leave it across for the Sun Devils. Perez gets it back. A shot scores. Screened Pod, couldn't see it. And down and low, the Sun Devils get a 3-0 lead. Right now, this is a survival type game for the USC Trojans, so I don't expect to see a flourish of offense from them. But seeing how they have battled back and just kept the score the way it is, I know 3-0 at the end of the first isn't exactly ideal for any team, but when you're down a whole team and you just let up 3, I view that as not exactly a win, but you're trying. We'll try to get it down and deep. Playing it out in front. A shot off the side of the net. Kind of fooled Pod as he'll play it. Right out in front. Phillips tries to turn it over. Brownwell gives it across, and you can absolutely see the dogged fatigue here for the Trojans. This is a, silver lining. This is actually a really good workout for these boys. He'll play it down. Right out to the front. He'll try to pass it back on the line. Playing with it out in front. Alexander right out across, and that is shot high and wide. Larson skating hard, going across. Larson gets it back after a turnover. He'll leave it off for Ward. Ward, the leading point getter. He'll leave it across. Left circle. Dawson, a shot save by Pod, and now Busby will try to get it out. He'll keep it, and now here comes Philps back the other way, still skating hard. That is why that man's the captain. Pretty much everybody on this ice for the Trojans right now has to have that leadership mentality of the get up and go kind of thing. So it's easy to give up early in this type of game, but you really have to give it for the Trojans to keep trying. They'll skate it across. Passing it out in front, and that's tipped wide. 3-0 Sun Devils, 3:38 left to go. And now the Trojans playing it down and deep. Out in front now, Lester will try to skate it in, but that goes high and wide, and that was almost a dangerous clear, but nothing doing so. You can see the absolute fatigue on these guys. That's a point I think I'm still gonna drive home, is that playing 5-on-5 with only one man on the bench is not fun. And speaking from a guy from experience, I know I've never really played hockey. I don't think that's that big of a secret, but I have played water polo as a shot goes high, tipped above. And I can tell you, with having little to no subs, absolutely sucked. Like, when you're on the ice, both the ice and the pool, your legs are burning, your lungs are burning, everything hurts, but you keep trucking forward, and you really have to give credit to these guys for still giving it 100%. Sun Devils playing it down. Now into the corner. Left circle. Shot just goes wide of Pod. A rebound still being played across. 2:43 left to go. Sun Devils back into the Trojan zone. Busby tries to play it right out in front, and a good defensive stick there for the Trojans guides it away. Right out and back. Left circle. Playing it across to the right circle. Settles it, shot, and a good blocker save by Pod. Left circle. Still treading on the ice. They'll play it down. You can also try drawing a penalty here. I don't think that's out of the question either. So if you try to draw a penalty, get a quick power play, again, that's offensive time in their zone as a shot tipped on and a good save by the pad of Pod. Cycling it through. Top left corner. Shot saved by Pod. Rebound out in front, and the Trojans take it away. Sun Devils with it. High slot, giving it out to the left circle. Back to the slot. They'll skate it over, a little crisscross, a little mishap as a one-time chance, just goes off the blocker of Pod, or that could have just went wide altogether. And now here comes Polsky. Polsky back the other way, turns it over, and now here come the Trojans, but a mishandled pass. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go here in the first period. They'll leave it off. Flipping it up and down the ice. Right out in front. Right circle. Out in front, and Pod pushes the net off its mooring, so Rest's going to have to go and help him out. Out to the high slot. Shot off the post and in. That was a good sounding post there as the Sun Devils really find the twine, and it goes off the post and in off the, I believe, back skate of Pod 2. So unfortunate bounce, 35 seconds left. And, you know, if you're Tyler Maxwell, or excuse me, I'm so sorry. If you're Jerry Toy, I'm not sure if you're thinking about switching up goaltenders in between periods, because you know Pod has to be tired. Out in front, near 2-on-0, shot saved by Pod. Giving it down. Pass out in front. Shot saved by Pod, and another rebound. Phillips is there to contain it. 17 seconds left. Ten seconds as Arizona will chip it in. 6 seconds left. They'll clear it all the way down. Goalie will play it, and that will be that. Trojans on a severe man disadvantage escapes the period with a 4-0 deficit, and it's going to be a long game for these Trojans. I can tell you that. But at the end of first, it's 4-0. Hopefully they can put a dent into the score come the second period. But from their trap defensive style, it's hard to tell. But you really have to give it up for these guys for trying their darndest for the amount of 20 minutes. This is pretty much 20 minutes of sprinting suicides. So there's nothing much they can do, but I do give them a lot of credit for keeping it in. And especially on that 2-on-0 where Pod made the save. He didn't have to. I can tell you right now, he didn't have to. But it's really cool that he never gives up on his team, no matter who you are on the ice. And that goes for everybody that's on this ice tonight. Every Trojan that is on this ice tonight, they are not giving up on their own team. So I give them a lot of credit for that. So at the end of one, shots on goal for the USC Trojans, 1 for the Arizona State Sun Devils, 19. So we'll take a break, 13 minutes. Face-off wins, actually. Thanks for my statistician for doing that. Face-off wins for Arizona State is 20, and for the USC Trojans, 10, rather, and USC Trojans, 2. So, we'll be back after 13 minutes, and don't go away.
my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no.
Welcome back to the second period of this USC and ASU game. As we get ready for the face-off, Polsky loses it, ASU with it. ASU playing it back. Right on front, Freeland has it. Freeland turning it over, ASU with it. Right on back of Pod. Pod playing it. Or rather, not Pod, ASU. Back and forth. They'll try to play it down. Playing it out to the side now. They'll try to go around. And Busby will have it, trying to dump it out. But ASU keeps it in. Trying to sidestep. He does. Everybody but the ref. And now here we go with the Trojans. A pass just goes off the stick of the USC forward, and that will be turned over. Busby trying to play it down. Freeland will play it across. Full bench for the Arizona State University Sun Devils, as I mentioned, and And if you weren't here for the first period, the USC Trojans are currently down a man, or 11. So a shot right on, save, rebound, out and back. And a huge hit by Busby. Pass out. Clearing attempt blocked. USC turning it over, right out in front. Shot, scores. So that is 5-0 right now for the Sun Devils. And USC continues to hurt here tonight. Sun Devils trying to dump it back in, and now here we go. Right out in front, shot, scores. One after another, and just like that, it is 6-0 for the Sun Devils. And yeah, I believe we are playing running time. I think. I'm going to make a text right now because I'm not sure if we're playing running time or not. USC back up. They'll play it to the side. Shot on, save, rebound, right out in front. Looking to break the shutout now is USC as they'll skate it up 2-0. Pass, scores. Tic-tac, goal. That is 3 straight goals for the Arizona State University Sun Devils. So the Sun Devils right now just controlling play. And you really can't blame the Trojans on this one. Like, absolutely, you really can't. They're playing their hearts out, but at least trying to get one goal out of this very shortened bench. A shot tipped on, rebound right out and back of Pod, and they'll clear. Play it out to the back end. USC turns it over. Now here we go with the Trojans. Trying to break the shutout. They'll bring it in, turning it over, and the Sun Devils are going to be coming back the other way. ASU into the Trojan zone. Shot blocker to side and out of play. So I'll see if I can get confirmation here if we are actually playing running time. This would actually be the first time that I've ever seen it personally, but then again, I've only been here 2 years. Sun Devils playing it out, trying to come back into the Trojan zone. Skating it down and deep. Pass out to the point. Shot tipped on. Can't find it. Another shot, scores. And very much jubilation there for the crowd, or the team for the Sun Devils. Probably a rookie goal here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be his first goal, so congratulations to him. good on the coach for telling him to calm down. But no, that's. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything to Trojans or anything, but to celebrate someone's first goal, it's pretty normal. I mean, under the circumstances, I don't think it would be the most appropriate thing, but I'm not going to really harp on the ASU team for that, because it's not really their fault that USC Trojan players got hurt, and it's not the USC Trojans' fault either. It just is what it is, and both teams really have to deal with what they're given, as the Trojans are going to be going to the box. The Trojans are going to go to the box, so we have a penalty here. It's going to be Busby going to the box for hooking, so a legitimate power play now for the Sun Devils. I believe the Trojans are going to be the one to want to kill this off for statistical reasons, as we're 8-0 now. And we are, in fact, playing running time. I just got confirmation from Brady Toy, Coach Toy's son, that we are, in fact, playing running time. So, basically, for anybody that doesn't know what that means, it pretty much is kind of self-explanatory. However, running time means that we are going to be playing for, right now, 12 minutes straight. So, we're basically just going to be counting down the clock, and even if they score, if there's a stoppage, clock's still going to run. It's kind of like soccer, except without the extra time. As Polsky playing it down. Almost turning it over, and now here come the Sun Devils into the Trojan zone. Playing it down, trying to play it across. Up into the point. A haymaker shot blocked out in front. And a rebound going to the side. Tic-tac play. Right out across, and they'll try to go out in front. Shot saved by Pod, and a rebound. Pod will cover. So, in case you weren't here in the first period, the Trojans, a lot of their players were injured over the break, either due to, and when I say injured, it's in accumulation of injured / sick, and flu season is in full swing, ladies and gents. And you have to remember that these guys are students too, so they can't really be missing classes. I don't blame if someone has a bad case of the flu and they can't come to the game, because you're paying a lot for the classes, and it would be a shame if they miss. And a shot right in off the top corner, and the Sun Devils now lead it 9-0. So I don't know what's going on right now. Clock has stopped, and I believe it's going to be a timeout taken by the Trojans. They are going to be swapping goaltenders here. So right now for the USC Trojans, I don't have him on my list. I think he's a new guy. I have two separate goaltenders, Charlie Rothschild and Billy Blaze. No offense, but my hope is Billy Blaze, because that actually sounds like a cool name to commentate. Saved by Billy Blaze. But that's who I have on my roster right now. I'll see if I can get confirmation. So, playing it down, right out in front, and goes off the pad of the USC netminder. I will not be announcing the name since I don't know who it is, but another save by the USC netminder. And reason being is that I kind of made a mistake earlier in the season, which I do apologize to rookie goaltender Jarrett Levine. I think it is Levine, actually. I think he corrected me that it was Levine. But I called him Cameron Pod for the entirety of the game because he was wearing Cameron Pod's old number, so it kind of got me confused as the shot goes right off the glove of the USC netminder. So getting his, I believe this is his first start. Those are fresh pads as he kicks it to the side. Arizona still playing it. Right out in front, shot scores. 10-0 now for the Arizona Sun Devils. And it's I think this is a pretty hard game for the Trojans to play. It's a hard game. It's a hard game to play. It's a hard game all around for the USC Trojans. But again, you really need to give credit to the guys who actually showed up. And another shot and another goal. 11-0 for the Arizona Sun Devils. 8 minutes and ticking. So Polsky trying to break the shutout as he wins the faceoff forward. And the Trojans have to back check here. Clear 3-on-2. Shot save. Rebound goes to the side. They'll play it back. Shot tipped on. Just goes wide. And after a clear, no icing, so that burns off more clock. 8 minutes even now to go as we nearing the end here for the second period. Just 3 minutes past the midway point. Arizona in the USC Trojan zone. They'll play it across. Down and deep. Shot tipped on and a good defensive tip for the USC Trojans. They'll play it up. As my coach for water polo, as I mentioned, told us when we would get throttled like this. And, you know, for us, sometimes it was with a full squad. It's just the other team was better. They always told us that games like this really show you who you are as a player. If you keep going, even though it's 1-0 you or 11-0 them, it shows you how much of a player you really are. As another turnover and a goal for the Arizona State University Sun Devils, 12-0. It really shows you who you are as a player. It really shows you who you are as a person. Just facing such adversity like this. Just facing adversity like this and finding it in yourself to move forward, I think it's pretty awesome for these guys to still stick with the game, not really giving up. It may seem, and again, it may seem like it right now, the way that USC is playing, but you have to remember, again, no one on the bench for them. They're playing gassed. They're I can tell you right now, these guys are dead tired as another goal comes from one with it, and it is 13-0. So, like I said, it may seem like USC may have sort of given up now, and you know what? To all rights and purposes, I could be wrong, and maybe they kind of have, but you're still skating on the ice. You're still getting a turnover as Broadwell shoots it high and wide. Phillips trying to get the action going. Playing it down, and here we go with the Sun Devils turning it over now. And now here we go with the Trojans, trying to break the shot out at least. Another shot save. Rebound out in front. They'll try to clear. They do. Back the other way come the Sun Devils, turning it over. Now Polsky has it. Looks like USC kind of got their second wind. as ASU comes into the zone, setting it up as they were. See, plays like that and plays that show that you're still in the game, it honestly leads me to say that you can't be mad at these guys. I don't think anybody in their right mind is mad at USC right now or mad that they're losing. I really honestly expected the score when I heard that they were down to 6 guys. But the thing that I expected too is that the 6 guys that are on here and playing are still going to give it their 100%, which I'm happy to say that they have. You don't just play like that, what you just saw. As brief as it was, you don't see guys playing like that when they're dead tired if they're just giving it half heart. So I hope you fans watching this, or if you tuned out already, thank you for watching. But for the fans that are still sticking around, I hope you realize that the guys are on the ice are still playing and they're still giving it their all. 3-on-1 here for the ASU Sun Devils, passing it back and forth, right out in front, shot, save! Wow, what a save there! See, and it's again, I think that's why I love team sports, any sport. You'll really be hard pressed to find guys that give up on their team. And unfortunately, this isn't the NBA where you could have the game plan of, just pass it to LeBron. This is hockey. Guys get tired. You really need to press on your teammates. You need to lean on your teammates. And that's why I'm really in love with the sport, is that the team aspect is what keeps people going. It's what keeps individuals going. Even when it's times like this and you're tired, you just want to get off the ice, but you know that the guy next to you, the guy behind you, and the guy in between the pipes are not going to give up. So neither do you. You just keep pressing forward as Phillips plays it, turning it over to the Sun Devils. And yeah, it's a hard game to play. It's not easy to be throttled like this, and you know that these guys on the ice have to feel bad, but at the end of the day, here come the USC Trojans on a near 2-on-1. Polsky, he'll leave it aside for Phillips, and he'll turn it over. And at the end of the day, that's something that you can really hold your head high about. I'll get off my soapbox now and let you guys get back to the rest of this hockey game. 1 minute and 48 seconds left to go here in the second. They'll play it down. And this is, again, not to take away from the Arizona State University Sun Devils, ASU Sun Devils. A pass shot, and it goes tipped wide. Another shot tipped on by the skate. So this is not to take away from ASU. They're a great hockey team and a wonderful club, and it's nice that the coach promised not to run up the score. Well, I think it's a little late. It's a little late now. Sorry, but... And it's kind of cool that these guys are still showing that, the respect, especially the fans here. They've been wonderful. So it's just all around, this is just a pride game for the USC Trojans, I think. The score may not reflect it, but I think the heart does. Playing it out to the left circle. They'll play it across. Right circle, high slot, 40 seconds left. They'll pass it to the side. A shot tipped on, and it just goes high and wide. .28 seconds left. USC turning it over. ASU has it. Playing it across. Now to the back. Right out to the side. 10 seconds. Playing a little back and forth with the high slot shot, save, rebound right out in front. ASU can't handle it. Goes out to the back. 1 second to go, and that'll be that. It's not the easiest game to watch. It's not the easiest game to commentate, and certainly not the easiest game to play. But I think the fact that they are still playing, and the fact that these guys are... Zoom in on that. So, as you see right there, that's cool. Coming together, just congratulating, well, not congratulating, but just saying, hey, good period. Just coming together like that, that's, honestly, that's cool. And that's why this is my favorite sport. It really is. So, at the end of the second period, score now 13-0. And Sun Devils dominant, as you would expect them to be. So we'll come back third period, get yourself a little rest, get yourself a little snack, and don't go away. So, third period of play here at the rinks in Anaheim. And we are playing running time still, so 20 minutes and counting. Playing it down to the back end. A shot just goes off. And I got confirmation from Brady Toy that it was Charlie Rothschild that is making an appearance in goal. And a save by Rothschild. He'll go back, and it's going to be kind of hard to say, but we'll truck through as Phillips is playing it back to the back end. Over the line. Now playing a shot off the near end post as Polsky has it. Polsky right out to the front, a shot, and nothing doing. Playing it out. Has a chance. Almost has it taken away. And now here we go with ASU. Left circle. He'll pass it down. High slot, right circle, a shot tipped on, scores. Make it 14-0. And unfortunately, this is not a football game, so 14-0 is a lot of points to climb back from. Good opening shift for the Trojans, though. Really trying to stick it to the ASU defense, but kind of got burnt there. So he'll play out to the side. Trojans, Bronwell almost taking it away. He'll play it back. Right circle, almost turning it over. Playing with it in the slot. Polsky, he'll play it down. Augustus Busby. He'll play it out to the side. Playing it down now. Trojans will try to play it, but ASU with it in their own zone. Sun Devils, they'll play it into the Trojan zone. Right circle. Right in back of Pod. They'll give it across. Giving it down. Now they'll dump it into the back of Pod. Hot shot right in front. Tipped on, but LL block. Out into the slot. Decides not to shoot. He'll dump it back. Dumping it in the corner. Play it down. Shot wide. So here we go with the Trojans. Turning it over. Trying to sustain a shutout, or the Sun Devils. 14-0 is your score here. 16 minutes and counting left to go. Or 16:24 now left to go and counting. Phelps turns it over. He'll dump it down. Avoids the icing. 16:14 left to go. Arizona State in their own zone, trying to shake off Phelps. He'll pass it to the back end. Trying to go off the boards. USC holding it in. Busby in the draw. USC will get possession of the puck. Bronwell, a shot blocked aside by the goaltender. I believe that is now George. ASU with it in the Trojan zone. Left circle. High slot. We'll get it back to the left circle. Top of the left circle. Right out in front, and nothing doing. Arizona State still with it. Trying to dump it in. He'll play it into the back end. Arizona State into the USC zone. Left circle trying to get out in front, and nothing doing. So here we go with the Trojans now, but a good shot save. USC with it. Arizona with it now in their own zone. They'll wing it around. 14 minutes left to go here as Busby brings it back in. 3-on-3. Gronwell trying to go out to the side. Phillips. He'll play it back to Polsky. Polsky turns it over, and now here we go with Arizona State. Arizona State will just wing it wide. In on goal. Gronwell. He'll dump it in. He'll play it to the back end. Jaso Yee. Yee playing it. And now here we go with the ASU Sun Devils. Pass and nothing doing as Busby takes it away. And now here come the Trojans back the other way. 3-on-3. Bronwell. In on goal save. Rebound right out in front. Nothing doing. And we're going to get a USC power play, I believe. Yes, we are. It's going to be ASU Sun Devil going to the box. Number 2, Michael Perez. And I almost said Peters. Michael Perez going to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. And that's going to be his... assuming they kill it off, that's going to jump him up to 9 penalty minutes. It's going to be jumping him up to 16 penalty minutes. So they'll go all the way across. They'll play it down. Phelps, the captain, with it. Skating it up. And that will be cleared. 1:24 left to go here in this power play for the Trojans. ASU has it. They'll play with it in their own zone. Back and forth passing. And it'll go all the way in! A dump in and a rare miscue from that angle. And that has to be the worst feeling ever as a goaltender. So that is a shot from his own left circle, and it gets scored from full ice. That's wow. So USC playing it all the way across. Bronwell. Phelps dangling. Jaso Yee has it. And it's Brunel. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I just got texted right now. Brunel. Phelps. Giving it back to Brunel. Phelps again. Brunel. Penalty is over. Brunel turned over. And now here we go with the Sun Devils. Waiting on a 2-on-1 here. Trying to go across. Sun Devils in the Trojan zone. Pass in on goal, but tipped wide by the ASU forward. So Jaso Yi has it. Squandered power play chance for the Trojans, but as Freeland takes it, Polsky. USC trying to get back to life somehow, as now 15-0 for the Sun Devils. Playing it out, high shot, saved by the young Charlie Rothschild. First game for him, too. Standing at 6-1. So that's pretty cool. So right now, your entire lineup for the Trojans consists of Andrew Phillips, Jaso Yi, Augustus Busby, Michael Polsky, Nicholas Freeland, and Aaron Brunell. The rest of the guys are out. So we have no Brzezinski, no Abramowicz, no Ma, no Alric, no Koch, no Valenter, no Voloshin, no Tannefelt, no Frazier, no Siggins, no Jacobene, no Danelle Venma, no Felix Gowasser, no Alex Malone, no Jonathan Chandler, no Keegan Jones, no Aiden Dinning, or Jonathan Kubiak. So, like I said, is what it is for the Trojans, but it's pretty nice to see that these guys are still playing, and it's cool for the coaching staff to tell his guys to just dump it in. Shot tipped wide, and Trojans will play it out. Tipped on goal. Shot tipped on goal, and a good block by the USC Trojans as they'll try to get it out. Jaso Yi to Busby. Busby tries to get it down and deep, and now here we go with Phelps. He turns it over. Let's flip it out. Arizona with it. Haymaker shot tipped wide. Arizona still in the Trojan zone with 7 minutes and 27 seconds left. They'll play it out into the slot. Playing it down. Left circle, tipped on goal, save, and a rebound will be played out. High slot, tipped on goal, and USC will try to clear it. And they'll clear it all the way down. No icing. 6:54 left to go here in this game. So far, Trojans haven't really seen any offense generated other than that power play. But even on that power play, I don't even think they got a shot off. Turning it over. Play it down. Played it up high. Shot tipped on, and that's a good soccer save there as he saves it with the noggin. And we are playing 6 minutes and counting. And a good save by Charlie Rothschild. I don't know what the roster is going to look like tomorrow, but we are going to be playing tomorrow at 7:30. And I actually, don't hold me to that because I don't know if we actually are. I'd have to check with Coach Jerry Toy. They'll play it across, tipped on, and tipped wide. Played out in front, shot tipped on, and a good save. Play it down. Oh, come on, guys. Don't try that. You can see there's 20 there. Let's see what his name is. Jacob Paget. Yeah, he's trying that lacrosse goal from the NHL. Come on, man. You're up by 2 touchdowns and a point. Why I'm not going to get into that. Man, but why are you trying that? Like, seriously, why are you trying that? That just puts me off my rocker as ASU plays it down to the boards. It's so... If you actually do that, like, you have to be the biggest... as USC plays it down. It's... Why are you trying a trick shot when these guys are down by 2 touchdowns and an extra point? Coach, I'm sorry, and no disrespect, but keep your guys in check. That's absolutely disgraceful. If your coach tells you to dump it in, just dump it in. Don't try these freaking cheeky goals. USC tries to play it out in front. 3:33 left to go. And a breakaway for ASU is nulled as he just dumps it in. Freeland has it. Freeland holding it, 3 minutes left. That's the 3rd time he tried that, too, right now. It's like... That's just... You know, I'm not the coach. I can't say anything about that. But as a guy who likes it when other teams respect each other, that's just not cool. Left circle now. Playing it down in deep. 2:24 left. Passes deflected in, and 2 minutes now remaining for the game. 14-0 in favor of the Sun Devils. My apologies if I got heated there. It's just a shot in on goal, but a good save by Rothschild. That's just not cool. Not in my opinion. If you do that, then congratulations. You scored a lacrosse goal against a team that only has one guy on the bench. And a shot well wide, and a rebound right out in front. Jae-So Yi trying to scoop it in. 4-on-2 threatening. 3-on-2 now for the Sun Devils threatening. Pass in front, and a good tip save by Charlie Rothschild. 1 minute even left to go and counting. Sun Devils will play it to the back. Right out to the side, high slot. Shot tipped in on goal. And a good save by Rothschild. 25 seconds. I think that should be it. And that's that. Disappointing night for the Trojans, but not unexpected. And to their credit, they did not stop playing. And as for the ASU Sun Devils, congratulations on winning the game. And hopefully tomorrow it'll be a better game for these USC Trojans who so desperately need it. So tomorrow at 7:30, it's going to be USC against Arizona State again. I don't know if the roster is going to expand or if they're not, but right now, shots on goal, 44 for the Arizona Sun Devils and 14 for the USC Trojans, 19 for the USC Trojans. Oh, well, yeah, 19 for the USC Trojans. It kind of seems right. But to only hold them at 40, it's pretty good. But for the USC Trojans, disappointing loss. Understandable, but disappointing. As for the Sun Devils, played a good game, played all game, and didn't give up till the final whistle. So, from Carlos Hernandez, my statistician, Richard Flores, my cameraman, Brady Toy, my sideline guy, and I'm Brian Flores. Have a good night.
Like a Hellcat.